Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Falcon Car Review, and today we are going to take a detailed review of Royal Enfield Meteor 350, so let's get started. Growing up in the 1980s meant that the lasting image of a motorcycle for us was a cruiser of some sort. Evolving from a diet of bicycles into our later times, we were quite mesmerized by the idea of a quintessential American-style cruiser, and the first one that we actually saw in the flesh and instantly fell in love with was the Royal Enfield City Bike. The cruiser was always the wild child of the Royal Enfield portfolio, a product that could extend beyond people's image of what a Royal Enfield motorcycle can be. We could make it look different, add new features, and be less constrained in its design. The huge interest in the City Bike led them to develop the Lightning with an immensely powerful 535cc engine in the 1990s, and it immediately became the biggest and baddest motorcycle in India. Then in 2002 Royal Enfield launched the Thunderbird, the longest-running #1 cruiser in India, which defined the segment for nearly 2 decades. The Thunderbird was crucial to their ambition to evolve from a one-model manufacturer and to change the perception of their brand with the emerging demographic exemplified by the upwardly mobile IT professional in Bangalore. They used our new lean burn engine with an all-new 5-speed gearbox, and for the first time, moved the gear shifting on an Enfield to the left side of the motorcycle. Gasp. For the Royal Enfield purists, that was a sin. When they did consumer research, many people who hadn't previously owned an Enfield liked the Thunderbird, but our die-hard loyalists said, "That's not a bullet." That was just perfect. It gave them encouragement as they wanted to attract a different crowd, chaps who had been riding 100cc bikes but wanted more from their ride. They wanted to travel long distances and enjoy the highways, but they weren't committed enough to Royal Enfield to change which foot they used to activate the rear brake. In a country where the culture of leisure riding was relatively unknown, the Thunderbird catalyzed the growth of a new category of leisure riders. Evocatively designed, and made for comfortable long rides, the Thunderbird soon began to find a passionate audience in a new breed of motorcyclists who wanted a motorcycle to ride, and didn't only need one to commute. With a 500cc UCE engine with electronic fuel injection and a 20-liter tank upgrade in 2012, the Thunderbird grew in stature and continued to win the hearts of a growing number of evolved cruiser motorcycle fans in India. The Thunderbird X, launched in 2018, was the last chapter in the cruiser's history. Conceived as a twin to the standard Thunderbird, the TBX, as it was popularly known, shared the physical form and factor with its predecessor but was built to have a more aggressive, urban and youthful soul. As they moved our portfolio to comply with the BS6 emission norms in early 2020, we bid adieu to the Thunderbird and the Thunderbird X, and decided to leave it untouched and pristine in its design and form, and also in the experience that it promised. It was a tough and heart-wrenching decision to let go of the Thunderbird brand for all of us at Royal Enfield. The Thunderbird has achieved a cult status among its riders and the community at large. However, in order to once again redefine the cruiser market in India, and to take our unique Royal Enfield style of cruising to the world, they are rekindling a brand that is instantly recognizable as as well as a single brand that they can use around the world for a motorcycle that they believe will hit the market like a meteor, so to speak. They hope and believe that they can harness the goodwill and amazing times that we have all had riding the City Bike, Lightning and especially the Thunderbird, and invoke this knowledge and energy to create the next level of highway cruising with the Meteor 350. The spirit of pure, simple, unhurried and immersive motorcycling that defines their actions at Royal Enfield is the culmination of AL. Now coming back to the topic, the Meteor 350 will be direct replacement to the Thunderbird 350X. Starting from the looks of it, the new Meteor 350 gets some very prominent design tweaks against the model it replaces. It features a completely new rear-end design, a restyled tank and side panels.
Starting from its front looks, it has that same classical design. All lightings are of round shape, and also its instrumental clusters are round, and has a large transparent windshield.
About backside looks. Contains a steel mudguard. There also all lightings are of round shape. Contains a backrest with Royal Enfield badging on its back. Royal Enfield Meteor 350 come equipped with an all-new digi-analog instrument cluster which shows speedometer in both mph and kmph. It consists of 8 LED telltale signs as well as an LCD screen that showcases details like odometer, trip meter, time, service reminder, Bluetooth connectivity, navigation and more. Now about the headlamp. It's in round shape. It contains DRL around its surroundings of its border. The type of light is halogen which gives correct and good quality of vision at night. Now about its tail lamp. It's also in round shape. It also contains red colored DRL around its surroundings of its border. The type of light is LED. The retro style tail lamp flows well with the Meteor's overall design. The indicators are same which is usually seen in Classic 350. And in it there is a cool feature called hazard light system. Hazard warning lights are a pair of intermittent flashing indicator lights that flash in unison to warn other drivers that the vehicle is a temporary obstruction. It has a large enormous fuel tank which gives a muscular look to the bike. It has a fuel tank of 13.5 liter and its mileage is ARAIK. Mileage is 41.88 kmpl. And user reported this is the mileage given by maximum number of Meteor 350 owners is 35 kmpl. If I tell you about the seat, it's fully leather finished and very comfortable for long rides, but from my view the seat is some hard, not very cushiony, and the pillion will face some problem while sitting for a long time. And actually the pillion seat is not comfortable for long ride, only in Fireball segment, and in other segment there is backrest, so there will be no problems. In other segments such as Stellar and Supernova. And the seat pairing are muscularly and beautifully designed without wasting the space, and on it there is a Meteor 350 badging. Mirror also gives classical look. Actually these mirrors are also seen in Classic 350 and other Royal Enfield motorcycles, and it is chrome plate mirror. Now about engine specifications. Displacement 349cc. Engine type single cylinder, 4-stroke, air oil cooled engine. Number of cylinders 1. Max power 20.4 PS at 6100 revolutions per minute. Max torque 27 Newton meters at 4000 revolutions per minute. And also has 5-speed gearbox. Royal Enfield Meteor 350 features ABS dual channel, charging point, mobile connectivity, Bluetooth, adjustable windshield, LED tail light, speedometer analog, trip meter digital, fuel gauge indicator, left hand side switch compartment contains kill switch, hazard switch, headlamp switch and self start switch. Right hand side switch compartment contains pass switch, high beam switch, indicators switch and horn switch. And the key type is weight by keys, which actually has about 1 lakh above varieties, so that there is no fear of getting your motorcycle stolen with duplicate keys. Now coming to chassis and suspension. Chassis twin down-tube spine frame. Body type cruiser bikes. Front suspension telescopic, 41mm forks. Rear suspension twin tube emulsion shock absorbers with 6-step adjustable preload. Ground clearance 170mm. Now tires and brakes. Tire size. Front, 190/19. Rear, 140/17. Tire type tubeless. Wheel size. Front, 482.6mm. Rear, 431.8mm. Wheels type alloy. Front brake disc. Rear brake disc. Front brake diameter 300mm. Rear brake diameter 270mm. The first thing that we have noticed about the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 exhaust note is that there is a high level of refinement to it. The forthcoming motorcycle sounds smoother and crisper, which is likely because of the brand new 350cc single cylinder BS6 engine and exhaust system. In Supernova and Stellar we get chrome plate exhaust, and in Fireball segment we get matte black exhaust. Now about the colors and its pricing.
Thank you all for watching our video. Saurav Selvakumar signing out from Falcon Car Review. Also please don't forget to like, share, support and subscribe our channel Falcon Car Review.